Hey there, Cybercrime Junkies. Got a question that keeps you up at night, or ever wish you could hear from a specific guest, or have a true cybercrime story you want us to investigate? You can now text our studio directly at 904-867-4466. Don't be a stranger. Text us at 904-867-4466. Don't miss the chance to be part of the conversation. Text us direct at 904-867-4466. Hey everyone, wanted to give you a quick update on some of the new episodes that we have coming up, because some of them are going to be epic and unlike anything else that we've shown before. So check it out. First, this coming Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we have Innovations in Privacy with Mary Margwig, the privacy expert who had joined us before. This is episode 2 in that privacy series. Catch us on YouTube, Rumble, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn Live. Again, this coming Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Central. We also have another live stream coming up this coming Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. How businesses can transfer cyber risk. This episode, it's about how small, mid-sized businesses can transfer cyber risk and what happens when they don't. We're joined by Jeff Severino and Nathan Borgard, great guys with Locked in Affinity. They join us in the studio and they walk us through a practical and clear 12-step program, not unlike other 12-step programs, that get your organization on the mend and help you reduce risk. There's a lot more that most business owners and leaders in organizations simply aren't aware of, and they walk us through it. Some of the key topics will be how businesses can transfer cyber risk, 12-step program in cybersecurity, best security tips for small business, and some of the best new ways small businesses can reduce their cyber risk. In upcoming episodes, we are joined again by our favorite former Secret Service agent Paul Eckloff. That's going to be coming up, as well as joined again by who the Secret Service called the original cyber crime godfather, Brett Johnson. So look for those as well. We also have some great emerging technology CEO and business leaders that are coming up. They're fantastic. And we have some expanded communication leaders, some global leaders. So check these two out. We have Narshin Chen, who is a top communication voice on LinkedIn and has her own business where she does public speaking coaching for executives. Look at some of her clientele. Her clients include Google, Amazon, AT&T, and the United Nations. She helps leaders there with their public speaking. It is going to be a dynamic, practical episode where we're going to be able to learn and share with you key tips and techniques to build up your strengths in public speaking. And I always remember the old Seinfeld joke that the number one fear in the United States was public speaking. The number 2 fear was death. Death was number 2. So picture yourselves at a funeral. You'd rather be in the coffin than giving the eulogy, right? It's crazy. So let's bolster and let's build up our confidence and let's get some great techniques and tips. But even more than that, you can expand on that by our next guest. It is a very special episode, and it is a new milestone here for Cybercrime Junkies. We sit down this week with the iconic Mr. Christopher Voss. Mr. Voss served 24 years with the FBI, becoming one of the most decorated FBI agents in history, specializing in hostage negotiation. Before joining the FBI, he was the lead international kidnapping negotiator, and he served as the top negotiator for the New York City division of the FBI. He was a member of the New York City Joint Terrorist Task Force for 14 years. He was the case agent on Terror Stop, which was the blind Sikh case, which made international news, as well as the TWA Flight 800 catastrophe. And he also negotiated the surrender of the first hostage taker to give up in the infamous Chase Manhattan bank robbery. Today, Chris is a massive, iconic, and juggernaut of an American businessman. He's the CEO and founder of the Black Swan Group. He's the author of the phenomenal Never Split the Difference which is a leading bestseller, leading Wall Street Journal bestseller, as well as #1 book in Amazon history for negotiation. It's been translated in 33 languages in 36 countries. He's also a professor at Harvard Law and Georgetown University. He's been a special guest on every major television network on the planet. And like we mentioned, he's the founder and CEO of the Black Swan Group, where his son, in fact, Brandon, works with him. He's also the subject of Tactical Empathy documentary, which is a documentary from Emmy Award-winning director Nick Nanton and D&E Films, which talks about Chris and his life in the FBI and developing the Black Swan method. Chris has a leading masterclass, which is excellent, by the way, on the Black Swan method. He's also the author of a new book called Empathy and Understanding in Business, where business leaders around the globe share how they've used the Black Swan method in their careers. Both of these books hold permanent residence on my personal bookshelf. For those that watch the videos, rather than just the audio, you will have seen them many times. And both books have been there since they were published. So stay tuned. Watch for these guest interviews. They're all going to be out in the next week or so. We're going to go over top recent cybersecurity stories, cybersecurity news we all want to know. All these new episodes coming up in the next week, right here on Cybercrime Junkies podcast, available everywhere you get podcasts. And as always, thank you each for listening and downloading. Leave us a Apple review, a 5-star review. It really helps with the algorithm and helps us get the word out. We don't do this for the money. We do this to spread awareness. So your help helps us help others. So thanks for all you guys do. And we will talk to you soon. Catch these episodes. We're excited about them. They're going to be great. So we'll talk to you soon.